Hello friends, so let us continue the previous tutorial that was regarding the SQL loader. So in the previous tutorial we have already seen about the files that need to be prepared before doing the SQL loader process. So now let us start with by preparing a data file, that is .dat or .csv and all. So I've opened my notepad. I'm just going to give some data here, like I'm going to say 10 and I'm going to say accounts. This is my it's going to be a .csv file. Okay, so then I'm going to say US, then 20 sales. Okay, then 30 some research, then okay, so I'm just going to save it as .csv and say all files. Then I'll just name it as dpt1 dot csv. Okay, so after saving, you can see this. If you open this, you can see it's like properly arranged in Excel. So we'll use this file and we'll see how we can load this file into our table. So let us prepare you know a table here. So I need to have a no the table that looks like a department, the previous department table itself. So let me create a table called department underscore test. Okay, as select star from department where 1 is equal to 2. Okay, I'm just copying the structure. So when I say department underscore test, you can see the same thing, whatever was there in the department table, the same structure is copied to our but we won't be having any records in this. Simply just test it. Sorry, there's no records. Okay, so what we'll do now is the table is ready and even our the data file is also ready. Now let us now create a control file. So control file is easy. We know the table name. Our table name is department underscore test, right? Yeah, it's department underscore test. So let's create the control file. To create the control file, just say load data. Then here we are going to insert. So because it's an empty table, or else even you can instead of inserting, even you can say truncate also. It will just if there are any records previously, it will truncate it and load the new data into it. So I'll just say truncate. Then I'm going to say into table, my table name was department underscore test. Okay, then after that I'm going to say fields. As this is a CSV file, I'm going to say fields terminated by comma, and you can give another thing called as optionally enclosed by hash, because if this comma is not available, if hash is there, then it will consider that as a delimiter. Okay, so after this, just give the tables field columns whatever is there. So it had a department number, then department name, and finally it had a location column, right? So this is how you need to prepare the control file. Then here again say all files, then give the name as department1 itself and say ctl. So our control file is also ready. So data file is ready, control file is ready. Now let us go to the command prompt, and here so what I'm going to do is, you just need to say sqld loader. This is the command sqldr. Then need to give the username and password. Okay, then after that just say data and give the path where your data is there. So I'm going to say that C colon then backslash, then it's going to be it was in my program, then slash, then the file name, it was department1.csv. then continue, don't don't give enter anywhere, because once you say enter in the command prompt it will start executing. Then you say control, where the control file was, give that path also, slash my programs slash department1 dot clt, sorry it's ctl. Then finally give the bad file path also. These are all automatically generated. So slash temp, sorry slash my programs slash dot, as I said the extension is going to be .bad. Then after that give the discard path also, slash department1 dot dsc. So discard is going to have an extension .dsc. Okay, so this is how you need to write the command sqld, then your username, password, then give the path name of data, that is my programs .csv, then the control path, then finally the bad and the discard, and even you can give log also. If it doesn't give also, no issues, it will automatically generate. So after this just click enter. Now let us go back and see whether the data is loaded. Yeah, the data is loaded, you can see. Before we had no records in it, and also there's no errors, and that's why this log files or bat file is not generated. So in the next tutorial we'll see how we can make use of the fixed length file, and how we can load the fixed length files into the database. Okay, hope this was helpful. Thank you very much for watching.